Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we dive in deep into a specific and sometimes tricky fault code that plagues many GMC owners. P06DD. If you've ever plugged in your scanner and seen this code pop up, you know it can be a bit concerning. It stands for Engine Oil Pressure Control Solenoid Stuck Off. So, what does that actually mean for your truck or SUV? And how serious is it? Let's break it down. First, let's understand the system. Many modern GMC engines, especially those with variable valve timing or active fuel management, use a dual-stage oil pump. Think of it like having two gears for your oil pressure at lower RPMs, like when you're idling or just cruising around town. The engine doesn't need super high oil pressure, so it runs in a low-pressure mode to save energy and improve fuel efficiency. But when you step on the gas and demand more power, the Powertrain Control Module, or P, commands the oil pressure control solenoid to switch the pump into high-pressure mode. This ensures all your critical engine components get the lubrication they need under heavy load. The code P06DD gets triggered when the PCM commands the switch to high pressure, but it doesn't see the expected increase in oil pressure. Essentially, the computer is saying, "Hey, I told the solenoid to switch to high gear, but the pressure is still low. Something's wrong. The system is stuck off, meaning it's stuck in the low-pressure stage." Now, what are the common symptoms you might notice? The most obvious one is the check engine light on your dashboard. You might also see a low oil pressure warning, but often the gauge might still read normally during typical driving. This is what confuses a lot of people. The pressure might be fine for low-speed operation, but the fault is detected when the engine expects high pressure. In some cases, especially on vehicles with a start-stop system, you might find that feature gets disabled. In more severe scenarios, you could hear some engine noise or notice a reduction in engine power, as the PCM might put the vehicle into a limp mode to protect the engine from potential damage. So, what causes this P06DD code? There are a handful of common culprits. The number one suspect is often the oil pressure control solenoid itself. It's an electronic component that can fail over time, either getting clogged with sludge or simply burning out. Another very common cause is low engine oil level or using the wrong type of oil. If your oil isn't the correct viscosity or if the level is too low, the pump can't build pressure properly. This is why checking your oil regularly is so important. We also have to consider a clogged oil pump pickup screen. This screen is like a filter at the bottom of your oil pan, and if it gets clogged with sludge or debris, it restricts the flow of oil to the pump, starving it. Speaking of sludge, poor maintenance and not changing your oil on schedule is a fast track to problems like this. The passages that the oil flows through can get blocked, leading to pressure issues. Less common, but still possible, are issues with the wiring or connectors going to the solenoid, or even a failing oil pressure sensor that's giving the computer bad information. In a worst-case scenario, the oil pump itself could be failing mechanically. So, how do you diagnose it? First, the basics. Check your engine oil level and condition. Is it full? Is it the correct type of oil for your GMC? If that's good, the next step is usually to test the solenoid. A good mechanic can command the solenoid on and off with a professional scan tool while monitoring the oil pressure to see if it responds. They can also check the wiring for continuity and voltage. If the solenoid seems to be working electrically but the pressure doesn't change, the problem is likely mechanically the solenoid is stuck internally. Or there's a blockage like that clogged pickup screen I mentioned. Dropping the oil pan to inspect the screen and the solenoid is often the definitive diagnostic step. Fixing it involves replacing the faulty part. If it's the solenoid, it gets replaced. If the pickup tube is clogged, it needs to be cleaned or replaced. And of course, an oil and filter change with the manufacturer-specified product is a must. Don't forget to clear the coat and take the vehicle for a test drive to ensure the problem is resolved. So there you have it, a complete rundown of the GMC fault code P06DD. It can seem intimidating, but by following a logical diagnostic path, you or your mechanic can pinpoint the cause and get your vehicle running smoothly again. Regular oil changes with the right oil are your best defense against this code ever appearing. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more automotive tips and guides. Drive safe. and I'll see you in the next one.